Hi guys, so today's video I'm going to be testing out some new products that I recently bought and I hauled, and if you want to watch that haul it will be linked up here. And today's video actually includes a few items that I got for Christmas and my birthday that I just never showed you and that I've used like very sparingly. So yeah guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's video and let's get started. So I'm actually going to start off with my face first, which is something that I don't really do anymore, but I don't know what I'm going to do with my eyes, and I'm probably going to keep it pretty neutral because the palettes I do have in front of me are pretty neutral. There's a few pops of colour in there, but I'm probably going to keep it pretty simple. So the first product I'm going to use today and test out is this. This is the Missha Perfect Cover BB Cream. This has got SPF 42. So this is actually a product that I heard Jessica Braun talk very highly about, and I like a lot of her recommendations, and she likes a lot of foundations that I actually like. So I've got the shade 23. I don't know how this is going to look. It's looking pretty grey right now. If I remember correctly, she does say that the foundations or the BB cream come out pretty grey, like their undertone is pretty grey. I should be using more than a BB cream today because my skin is really acting up. I'm so shocked by how good this is covering. Like, it's not covering everything, but I also didn't expect it to because it is like a BB cream. So that was really just like a pump and a half, to be honest. So I'm actually just going to build up a little bit more. So I'm only going to go in with this much and just try and build it up over here. Oh, that builds up really nicely. So that BB cream actually looks really nice on my skin, and the colour is great. Don't get me wrong, it is grey. It's kind of settling into my skin. It does look a little bit off, like with my neck and stuff, but once I have my other products on, I don't think it would be a product that you can really tell that it's very grey in tone. But so far, I'm actually really liking how it's looking. It's a really quite good coverage BB cream. So I have two concealers. This is a concealer that I bought, and I don't think I've ever used it, or I don't think I've ever mentioned it on my channel. This is the PS My Perfect Colour Ultra Long Wear Concealer, lightweight, full coverage, and this has got hyaluronic acid. So I do want to try this one, and this is in the colour Ivory. The next product is the Revolution Conceal and Fix Light Beige Ultimate Coverage Concealer. So this is what it looks like. I have dipped in my fingers just to see how like thick it is and stuff. I heard that this concealer is a pretty good dupe for the NARS Pot Concealer. So I'm just going to put this in this area. Okay, so that concealer is alright. It's not blowing me away. It's not something that I've absolutely fallen in love with the first time trying it. I feel like this is a concealer that I like using probably more on like the centre of my face or spot concealing, just because it is quite thick and quite hard to blend out. And I feel like it would be a concealer that's probably going to crease a lot. So now I'm going to use the PS My Perfect Colour Ultra Longwear Concealer on the centre of my face and just see how this looks. Very thin formula. I wouldn't say this looks full coverage as of right now. However, I haven't tested this out on like my under eye. Okay, so I'm just going to go over my under eye with a beauty blender. I don't know about that pot concealer around my eyes. It's looking pretty dry and cakey. I'm actually going to just add a little bit of this on here, which I shouldn't do because then I don't know if something really weird happens to the concealer. I won't know what one it is, but I need just a little bit more coverage here. It's actually made it look a little bit more juicy and less like matte and textured, adding that concealer there. Okay, so I'm just going to add some settings powder and just set this area. So I just lightly set the rest of my face. My skin feels really lightweight and it does not feel heavy at all. So I love that. Okay, so for the rest of my face, I'm just going to speed through this part because I don't have any new products for like my bronzer or my blush. So I'll show you what I'm using, but I won't talk through it. So for highlight, I'm actually going to use my new palette, this one here. This is the BH Cosmetics Desert Oasis palette, and it looks like this on the inside, so really, really pretty. For highlight, I'm going to use this colour here for my nose and my inner corner. I've actually used a few of these highlights before and a few of these shades before. So for the eyes, I'm going to use this PS Liquid Shadow Duo. So this is like a dupe or a copy of the Huda Beauty shadows like this. So it's got one matte side and then one metallic side. So I'm going to use the matte side on the back of my hand because I don't know how these work. So I'm going to go in with a brush and just take this in my crease. I've never used anything like this, so I do not know how they're going to work. Oh, tell a lie, I have my Makeup Revolution ones. Maybe I should have done my eyes first, but I didn't. The colour is actually very pretty, but I feel like this is like a learning curve. You just have to kind of get used to the formula, how quick to blend and stuff. These do dry down pretty quickly, but they do dry down to like a matte. So I've just put some at the bottom here and I'm just going to blend this out. And I feel like you should work one eye at a time with this product. So far, that's worked really well on the bottom lash line. I didn't use a lot. So far, not bad. So something else that I was gifted for my birthday is this. So this is the Huda Beauty Nude Medium Eyeshadow Palette. And it looks like this. So yeah, this is a palette that I have used once. I've used this shade once before, but I haven't really played with it. So I'm actually going to go in with this shade here on the fluffy brush and just take this over this shade that we've already got down. I don't think I'm going to be doing anything really crazy or out there. I think I'm going to do something pretty basic. So I'm just using the same shade on my lash line. So for the shimmer shade, I'm going to go in with this one first and just pack this onto my eyelid. And let's see how it works dry and not using a finger. Okay, so far so good. Could probably wet it, which I'm just going to do just to see how it works. There's a lot of fallout, by the way. Okay, so I feel like your hands or fingers are the best option. It's a really pretty shade. For the outer V, I'm actually just going to go in with a touch of this one and just put this on the outer V a little bit, just to deepen up this look a little bit. That's a nice colour as well, very pigmented. Like I'm barely touching the shadow. So I'm just going to put the same colour on my lash line. I'm kind of bringing it in a little bit more as well. So now I'm going to go in with a flat kind of eyeliner brush and I'm going to go in with this shade here. I'm just going to go really close to my lash line with this dark colour and just kind of define it a little bit. I love using this when I want my lashes to look a little bit thicker, and I like using powder because it's not so harsh than like an actual eyeliner. This colour is really pigmented. So yeah, I would actually say do your eyes first when you're using this Huda palette, just because there is a lot of fallout. I'm going to add that really dark colour that I did just above my lashes, just on the outer part of my lower lashes, just to kind of intensify that a little bit. And I'm literally barely touching this eyeshadow. These actual eyeshadows, the BH one and the Huda one, they are extremely pigmented. You do not need to go ham with them. One thing I do actually want to say about both palettes is they're not super powdery. The BH ones are a little bit more powdery, but they're still like just as good as the Huda ones. They blend out just as good. So yeah, this palette I actually have used about 3 to 4 times, but when I have used this, it's been this shade here, and like this shade here. So I haven't really touched any of these shades over here, as today I really didn't touch them as well. But they're really, really nice shades, I do have to say. They blend really nice, they're pigmented, they're super pigmented. But even though they're super pigmented, they still blend really nicely. So I actually really, really like this palette. I'm super happy I got it. I reckon it's a palette that I'm going to use a lot. Especially like these kind of shades here I'm going to use a lot. And the highlights I'm going to use a lot. So yeah, I actually really like this and I'm happy I got it. And then this palette I actually really, really like. I love how small it is and how like compact it is, so I can take it traveling. And the shades are actually really pigmented. The shimmers are nice and they're very vibrant, but they are very crumbly and they do have a lot of fallout, so just be wary of that. So this is like my second Huda palette, and from what I've tried of this one already, I actually prefer this one to the Ruby Obsessions formula that I have. And yeah, both of these palettes I'm really happy I got, so there's that. So what I'm going to do now is go off camera, do my lashes and my lips, and then I'll come back and do my brows with you. Hi guys, so I'm back. So I've done my mascara, I've done my lips, and I also did this brow off camera, and it's very dark and it's very intense. So the first product I went in with was the Revolution Clickable Pomade Pen in dark brown. I feel like this is a product that you just have to really get used to, and it's not really an easy product to get used to, if I'm honest. Like, I feel like this is just going to be a product that is kind of like a learning curve, and I just started off by just brushing it through my brows and then like clicking it, and then maybe clicking it too much, and then too much product come out, so I had to put it on the back of my hand and kind of just dip from there. But I feel like this is a product that I'm going to like, but it's just something I have to get used to. So the second product I used for my brows was the Revolution Brow Gel in dark brown. I think this is too dark. I think this is way too dark for my brows, especially with that clickable pen. It just made my eyebrows look so intense. My brow gel definitely like sticks them down. So my brows are crazy and they look way too thick, and like they don't look natural like I usually have them and like them. I feel like both of these products are products that I shouldn't use together because they're both super pigmented and like just thick in formula. So I feel like maybe I should use these on separate days. But I do like this, but it's just something that I'm going to have to get used to working with. This I do like, but I just think it's kind of too dark for my brows. And I feel like with this product, it's a product that I could just use alone instead of using with a pencil or a product like this. So overall, they're fine. I feel like this one is definitely a learning curve, and I'm just going to have to get used to using this on my brows. This one is a brow gel. It's just a lot more pigmented than I'm used to and a lot more darker than I'm used to, but I actually like how small the brush is. The brush is actually really small and I like that. I actually really like how everything looks together. The foundation looks super, super good. I really like the foundation on my skin. It's not settled into any fine lines. It's covered really nicely. I still see my skin through it, but I don't mind that at all. This concealer I actually feel like I'm going to like. It's just pretty thin. But on top of this pot concealer, it's actually made this concealer less matte and less like textured looking. This just gave it a bit more juiciness. So I actually like these two products together. These products I don't think I will probably wear alone. I think I would actually mix these two concealers together because they do look really nice mixed in together on my under eyes and around my face. The eyeshadows I actually really like as well. They're products that I've used a little bit here and there, and I actually really like both eyeshadow palettes. Do you need both? No, but I got these as birthday presents and Christmas presents, so I'm super happy I got those. All the products that I tried today, I actually like. There's nothing I absolutely hate. There's some products I'm a bit more like wary of using and I'm going to have to get used to it. But overall, I like everything. I would say out of everything I tried today, my favourite product so far, and that's kind of blown me away, is the foundation, just because I love how it looks on my skin right now. Obviously, I don't know how it wears, but so far it looks really good on my skin. It hasn't settled into fine lines, and I really like the coverage. So yeah, I will keep you updated on these products. You might see them in future videos. So yeah guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. Leave me a little comment down below. Let me know if you've tried this Missha BB cream and what are your opinions on it. And I will see you next time. Bye guys.